Imagine you're given a choice. One decision that could save an entire city, but it might cost innocent lives. The other could protect those close to you, but at the risk of losing everything else. What do you do? If you've never played video games before, that might sound dramatic. But for millions of gamers, it's a familiar feeling. See, video games aren't just about flashy graphics and mindless entertainment. They're a space where we face decisions, test our morals, and experience consequences, all without the real-world costs. And that's just the beginning. You see, gaming forces you to think in ways you never have before. See, most people don't realize this, but video games teach critical thinking in a way few other media can. Movies and books show you a story. You watch, you absorb, but you don't decide. See, in video games, you make the call, and that's a fundamental difference. Now, think about RPGs, role-playing games, like Fallout or BioShock. Every faction you encounter has a valid argument. There's no obvious right or wrong, just perspectives, ideologies, and choices with real in-game consequences. It's one of the lowest cost ways to experience what it's like to make tough decisions. And if you think that's trivial, consider this. How often do people actually get to see the direct, tangible results of their choices in real life? Now, you can argue politics all day, but when you're forced to live with a decision in a game, the weight of it feels different. That's why so many players end up reflecting on their own beliefs in ways they never expected. You see, video games can change how you see the world. You might not realize it, but games introduce players to real-world issues in powerful ways. Take BioShock, for example. BioShock is an extreme look at classism and unchecked capitalism. Metal Gear, on the other hand, lays bare the fact that war is an industry. And then there's the infamous No Russian mission from Call of Duty. A sequence so brutal, it made players genuinely stop and question, wait, this can happen in real life, can it? You see, these are just action-packed set pieces. They make you think. And for many players, they lead to questions that never would have crossed their minds otherwise. If you think gaming is just some lonely basement hobby, you're a couple of decades behind. Video games are one of the most social activities on the planet. Whether it's teaming up with friends online, sitting on the couch playing a co-op game, or discussing major plot twists over dinner. You see, games create a level of engagement that few other hobbies do. And here's the kicker. Those conversations, they can change your worldview. Gamers don't just talk about which character is strongest or which gun is best. They argue about why they make the choices they did, why they sided with one faction over another, why they felt something about a game. Have you ever been in a heated political debate where neither side is willing to budge? Now, imagine experiencing the opposing argument firsthand in a game. That's what happens when players discuss their choices in games like The Witcher 3, Mass Effect, or Red Dead Redemption 2. They aren't just throwing their opinions around. They're sharing lived experiences within the game's world. Still not convinced? Okay, let's talk science. You see, studies show that playing video games can improve problem-solving skills, spatial awareness, and memory. Some research even suggests that gamers are better at multitasking and decision-making under pressure. And no, we're not just talking about reflex-based shooters. Strategy games, puzzle games, even open-world RPGs force players to process massive amounts of information in real time. Gaming also has a powerful effect on mental health. You see, the right game can act as an escape, helping people manage stress, anxiety, and even depression. Do you see that sense of accomplishment that comes from beating a difficult level? Trust me, it's real. The boost of dopamine from solving a puzzle or overcoming a challenge has been scientifically proven. Now, if you're still thinking, okay, but isn't gaming just a waste of time? Let's talk money. The global gaming industry is worth over $200 billion. Yeah, $200 billion. That's billion with a B. Esports tournaments now sell out stadiums, with prize pools rivaling major sporting events. Oh, and let's not forget game developers, streamers, content creators, and professional players. These are all people making careers out of this so-called waste of time. And it's not just about the pros. You see, even casual gamers develop skills that translate into real-world jobs, like strategy, leadership, teamwork, and problem-solving. Some companies even use gaming experience as a plus on resumes. All right, look. No one is saying you should sit in front of a screen 12 hours a day and call it self-improvement. But like anything else, gaming should be balanced. But dismissing video games as mindless entertainment, that is outdated thinking. So, next time you feel that itch to start a new hobby, maybe pick up a controller. You might just be leveling up in ways you never expected.